Thanks, Ben. I'm Rebecca Kenyon. You're watching South East Today. The mother of a teenager electrocuted on a railway line in Kent believes her daughter might still be alive today if she had seen a new hard-hitting safety film warning people to stay off the tracks. Jade Kenyon was killed near her home in Snodland. A campaign by Network Rail reveals in gruesome detail what happens when someone touches a live rail with the help of makeup artists and sound engineers. A warning, this report from Simon Jones contains distressing sounds and images from the start.
We're working with the first responders to show what it would look like if someone strays onto an electrified rail track.
Electricity will run through an area of least resistance, so it kind of heats your bones up and cooks you from the inside out.
Described as the hardest hitting campaign Network Rail has ever produced.
I've been tasked with recreating the sounds the human body makes when it comes into contact with electrified rail track.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
It's a tough watch, but it has the backing of Rachel Farrington. Her daughter Jade was killed in 2006 at the age of 17 when she took a shortcut home along the rail line and was electrocuted.
All teenagers feel they're a little bit invincible. You know, that's part we all have. You know, as a teenager, we push the boundaries, we sort of live life, like to experiment, you know, and, you know, we don't always realise the danger that you put yourself in or the boundaries that you're pushing could have lifelong consequences or lose your life. So I truly believe Jade would still be alive if she'd seen that video and she'd realised the danger.
The third rail powers electric trains and is mostly found on tracks in the south of England. It carries 750 volts and research shows that many people are not aware of the potential dangers. A survey commissioned by Network Rail suggests 55% of people don't know what the third rail is. 44% believe the electric current from rail tracks can hurt but won't cause serious injury. 33% of 18 to 28-year-olds admit they would take a shortcut across the tracks. There were 19,000 trespass incidents on the railways last year.
We really needed to create something that was hard-hitting. It is more graphic than normal, but we've tested it with a variety of focus groups, and it's the right thing to do because we want to hit home that message that you must stay off the tracks.
We showed the campaign to passengers at Snodland Station.
Right, I can't, my friend just got killed down there.
Can I ask you, what do you think of that?
I think it's good because it makes people aware, because it's like, you could be a bit inquisitive, can't you?
You get children always trying to jump into rail lines thinking it's funny, and I think it's a good way to show people that that will happen.
The current would grip you, so if you touch the line, it would actually take a hold of you and it wouldn't let go.
And for Network Rail, it's all about showing what it calls the immense and catastrophic risks.
And you're literally being cooked inside out.
Simon Jones, BBC South East Today, Snodland.
A 19-year-old man has been charged with murder and 2 counts of attempted murder after 3 people were attacked at a home in Brighton yesterday. A 57-year-old man, Imad Samir Batros Farag, was pronounced dead at the scene. A woman and boy were found outside with injuries. Officers arrested Fabio Batros. He's due in court tomorrow. A University of Sussex student from Myanmar, whose country has been devastated by an earthquake, has launched a fundraiser to help families there whose lives have been torn apart. Almost 3,000 people have died there following the 7.7 magnitude earthquake on Friday. And Al Khao Myat says he wants to do all he can to help families whose homes have been destroyed. Ian Palmer has the details.
An earthquake at its most devastating. The moment a building under construction crumbles under the force of nature. The epicentre of the quake was in the country's second city, Mandalay, the home of Aung Khao Myat. From his student accommodation, the 23-year-old feared for his family's safety.
After 7 hours, I had a chat with one of my neighbours who told me that my family made it out safely, and that was such a relief.
Aung is studying mechanical engineering at the University of Sussex. Myanmar is run by a military government. For the past 4 years, conscription means it's not safe for young men to visit their country of birth. There are reports of aid failing to reach areas where it's needed. The army admits firing on a convoy of 9 vehicles from the Chinese Red Cross. Amongst the chaos, the search and rescue goes on.
It's hope, but I mean, frankly, hope gets a little bit slimmer every day, each day part, But I think today our staff got phone call from Myanmar that they just found a survivor.
Aun is doing everything he can to help his family and country. With friends, he set up a GoFundMe page to raise money for aid. So far, he's sent £1,500 to 2 hospitals in Myanmar.
One of my friends passed away on Sunday.
But for now, Aun must watch Myanmar from a distance, just like the rest of us. How much harder it must be for him. Ian Palmer, BBC South East Today.
Football now, and Brighton and Hove Albion lost 3-0 to Aston Villa at the Amex tonight. Time now for the weather with John Hammond.
Thanks very much. Very good evening. The fine spell looks like lasting through the weekend and probably beyond as well. Certainly a dry start tomorrow. Not as cold first thing as it has been the last few mornings, and it will warm up pretty quickly courtesy of all that strong spring sunshine. A bit more cloud perhaps feeding into some southwestern parts of the region late on, but it will stay dry, and temperatures up into the mid to high teens inland. A little bit fresher around the coast with the breeze coming in off the sea. Weather fronts will stay out to the west as we go through tomorrow and into Friday, keeping the rain at bay. For us, another dry, fine and warm day again on Friday. Again, the highest temperatures inland. It will cool off a touch through this weekend, but not drastically so, and it stays dry into next week as well.
That's it from me. Piers will be back with your bulletins in the morning, but for now, have a very good evening. Goodbye.